Good evening to everybody. Hope you're well and enjoying your Thursday evening. Welcome to live Q&A on a Thursday. Normally it's on a Wednesday. I apologise that, guys, because I didn't get until really late from work. If you're watching on playback, welcome. What we normally do is for about 45 minutes to an hour or so, we talk everything carpy, questions and answers to help put more fish on the bank for you. So, evening guys, hope you're well. Let's wait for everyone to come in from Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget guys, if you're on Facebook, get yourself over to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification key, and you'll never miss another video or live stream again. Evening. Evening Robert De Oliveira, Wayne C, Nick Minter, Raymond Ellington, all the usual faces are in here tonight. Wayne Nippard, evening to you. Paul Fanesh, evening to you. Charlie Groves on Facebook. Mark Smith, Richard Salmons on Facebook. Emma Downs, evening to you. Love from the family, Marnie. Brian Mills, hope you're well, sir. Silverback, evening. Ronnie McNeil, Luke Wicks, hope you're well. And no, I haven't tried to spam yet because I haven't been out. So, looks like the weather is warming up slightly, isn't it? Could be 15 degrees tomorrow, the warmest day of the year so far. And the first fish has been out yesterday or this morning from the Park Lake for 3 weeks. So that looks like that's waking up as well. So hopefully next week, if I can get down there, we may have a chance. We may have a chance, especially if they're starting to come out and move about. They're being seen a little bit around as well. So spring hopefully is here because we've had so much rain. The last week or so, I don't know a day when it hasn't rained. I was speaking to a guy who runs the Park Lake, one of the wardens there, and he said in all his years he's been over there, he's never seen it waterlogged as much as he has done in this last week. It just goes to show you how much rain we have had. You know, I know they had snow up north, snow on Monday or Tuesday, I think. Unbelievable. Simon Wall, Rubber Steak's doing really well. He hasn't managed to terrorise it. He's managed to eat the little bit out of it. I don't think he's got it here. He's downstairs. He's been, he's been wrecking it. So it was in the last, if you go and have a look at the last vlog, vlog 2 of the spring, you'll see it in there. Wayne Nippard, hopefully use your dream makers in England. Yeah, it'd be good to get one on those rods. I really like them for casting. They're whizzing the lead out. It really does surprise me how good they are, actually. Maximus Carpus, he's going tomorrow, mate. Let's hope the carp gods are with you. Let's hope so. Andy Gaz on the bank. Luke Wormington's off to Gigantica tomorrow. Any tips? I've never been. So I hear it's quite a difficult lake, Gigantica, but there's 2 there now, isn't there? There's front lake and the back lake. Evening, Nick Warner. Hope you're well. I will try to spam at some point over the spring or summer, Luke. Don't worry. I've got it in my bag all the time. It did make you laugh, Simon. It made me laugh with that noise. Bloody hell. Spring is in the air, most definitely. Predator boy. Evening, Thomas Henry Myers. Yeah, Paul Fanesh says the River Nene is still running really high. Doesn't surprise me. All that water's got to go somewhere, hasn't it? Cheers, Chunk Hunters. Yeah, guys, look. You like the T-shirts? Here, look, I'll give you a little, where is it? Look at that, look. That's what's available at the moment. T-shirts, mugs, and the iPhone 7, iPhone 6, and the Samsung phone cases. I've got one there, look. There's one. Nice, isn't it? So, that's all available at leoncarpdog.com. Get them while you can. Paul Tyson said, load the van up today, setting off to Normandy tomorrow. Have a good one, Tiny. Hope you and the boy have a really good time over in France. Good luck, George Vane, as well. He's competing in the BYCAC next weekend. Andy Hestine says, don't feel like spring here. Yeah, Ray, I mean, that really gutted me that day. I know he'd had a heart attack, Ray Wilkins. Yeah, he was such a nice guy. I remember watching him in the World Cups for England and playing football, and I always used to listen to him on Talk Sport, and he was just come across as such a knowledgeable footballer of the people. So that was, you know, really sad to see that he'd gone at 61. And Sir Gibson's out in France. Had 4, biggest game, £43. I'm off to France in 6 weeks, 5 weeks even. So I'm looking forward to that, I really am. Free Spirit says, how's the Ridge Monkey Stove so far? Yeah, so far so good. I'm doing a bit in Monday's vlog, all about it, how I'm cooking with it, and all the bits about it as well. So yeah, yeah, I'm impressed with it so far. It's doing what it says on the tin. Dizzy Ball says, don't tell lies, Leon. You destroyed the squeaky bit in Pork Chop's bone. I did. I was gonna, believe me, but he managed to chew it out, or chew it out of where it should be housed in there. Good luck, Jay Williams, who's starting on a new syndicate tomorrow. You was after one for Kimberley, promise. Jamie Lyon says he finally saw the steak burglar vid, licked the plate clean. He certainly did, guys. If you missed it, go and have a look at Winter Vlog 15. Is it 15? Actually, I'm not even sure which one it is. That's the one with the big comment on 15. I said on my last live feed, I'm going to load up just that bit of the carp dog licking the plate clean and his little face growling at me and everything. So I will load that up eventually at some point. Christopher Warren says, what fluorocarbon do you use for your leaders? I use a few different ones, whatever ones I can get my hand on or whatever I've got in the bag. Gardner Mirage or Fox's Illusion I've used in the past. X-Line as well I've used for my leaders. Luke Wicks went fishing today, 127 fish. Couple of small carp and roach and skimmers and one small tent. Bloody hell, smashing it, Luke. Smashing it. Phil Grimshaw says, NGT throwing stick. Oh, I missed that one, Phil, sorry. Evening, Charles Taylor. Darryl Flint says, it only takes one bite. Hoodie and t-shirts have turned up and I'm really impressed. Super warm and comfy. I'm glad you really like them, mate. I'm glad you like the quality of them and that. Thanks for buying them. It supports the channel. You know, it makes me do more videos. It makes me pay for bits of software so I can, you know, stream this on Facebook as well as YouTube, so lots of other people can, you know, get all the answers to some of their questions from all of us, you know, being part of the community. So thanks, guys. Every time you buy something from the shop, it helps towards the channel. It's like getting the Ridge Monkey Stove. If I hadn't had you guys buying stuff from the shop, I wouldn't be able to get it. So there you go. Thanks to you. Grab Car says, can you blend in the etching on the outside, not so square? I've been trying to do that for weeks. I've even gone to people and tried to get it done, but unfortunately, I haven't found a way to do it, unless there's a designer amongst us who can make a PNG file and make it all nice and everything else, which would be better, I must admit, but I actually quite like it like that. But if there's any designers amongst us, please get in contact with me. If you think you can do a vector image or a PNG image of this, it'd be great. So it merges into the t-shirt. But then we do other colours then. Cheers, Henry Dronfield. Glad you're really enjoying it. I'm good, Brian Silver. Philip Greenshaw says, sorry, I was asking if you're still using the NGT throw stick. I will be. Still take it with me. As the weather's warmed up now, I'll be able to look. There's a carp dog. There he is. Look. Oh, there, somewhere. Got you. Yeah, he's got his bone in his mouth. Yes, I've been using it. The NGT throwing stick. Still really like it for the dollar. I don't think you can beat it. And I'll be using it even more because the weather's warming up. Putting out a few baits. I reckon, Luke, you was using the Spam. Evening, Gavin Butler. Stephen Price says, which rig have you had the most success on? Bloody hell, I couldn't tell you. I've used so many different rigs over the years. You know, I used a rig specific for the lake and the swim and the bottom that I'm fishing on. So it could be a whole host of lots of rigs. Yeah, I'd like to see this in green as well, Chunk Hunters. I might have a look and see how we can do that, because it sort of works like this, but with different colours. I looked at it and it didn't really work unless I can, you know, make the background transparent. Normally, Brian, I'm on Wednesday nights. Only problem was that I didn't get home till really late last night, so I couldn't do the live stream last night. I checked with the obsessive carper, Darren Dixon, because he's normally on tonight, 7 or 8 o'clock. Checked with him. I said, look, are you on? Because I knew he was on holiday. He said not, so he kindly let me come onto his sort of slot tonight, just for this week. We'll be back on Wednesday night next week. P. Grimmer says, which knot for fluorocarbon? For attaching any two bits of line together, I always use a back-to-back grinner. It is such a good line. Even when I'm doing my rigs, for my little braided rigs, and I'm tying a bit of nylon to a bit of braid, or a leader, or anything where I'm tying two bits of line together, always back-to-back grinner. Casman Camelite says, can you recommend a decent stage stand? The one I use is the Summit stage stand. Really good. There's an adjustable one and there's a fixed one. Fixed one is if you've got you know, you've got your bank sticks already and you want to just stick your bank stick in, so you want it quite high. You know, on the stage you want to have your rods up over weed and things like that. You put another bank stick inside it. The adjustable one, you actually screw your buzz bars into the top and you can just adjust it up a little bit. That's the one I mainly use. But yeah, you can check those out on the Summit Tackle website. Lee Burgess says, hi Leon, which lake are you fishing in France? I'm going to Etang-Monier. Jamie Lyons says, have you heard of carpdog fisheries in Watford, mate? 150 quid for 24 hours. No, I haven't heard of that one for that money, that's for certain. Bloody hell, that's expensive. I hope that's the whole lake, between as many of you as you like. There you go. Thanks, Dominic, as always. If you want to see the steak burglar in action, right, go to Vlog 12, Carp Fishing in Winter, Vlog 12, on the YouTube channel. If you're on Facebook, get yourself over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification, go and have a look at Carp Fishing in Winter, Vlog 12, with the steak burglar in full force. Oh, is the big fish off on tonight? I don't. If I'm honest, I don't really watch it, so I couldn't tell you if it's any good or not, because I've never seen it. Darren Hilton, how are you finding the shotgun, mate? I haven't used it since that first time I've done a little review on it, but I will be using it when I start using a bit of bait, just like I'll be using the NGT throwing stick as well. But something tells me that shotgun throwing stick's going to be pretty good for getting a lot of bait out, short distance, before the gulls arrive or at night, just to get it out quick if you need to, you know. Mark Smith says, had any death threats for mentioning the dot spod? No, not at all, not at all. Michael Everingham has given a £1.99 super chat. Thank you very much, appreciate that, Michael. What green lip mussel powder do you recommend? There are lots out there. I use the one from SSP Baits because I know where they source it from. There are lots of different ones out there, and there's lots of the same ones out there. I know where the one from SSP Baits come from. That is the one I would recommend. JH Carfish Adventures, Leon, even the current bumper's out today. I did see a little bit of it. I even had to get the missus to turn the bloody heating down. She still got it on. Luke Adams says, hi Leon, was thinking of purchasing a Ridge Monkey square kettle and the Nash X1 brew kit bag. What do you think of any? Really, to me, a kettle's a kettle. Sorry, but a kettle's a kettle. Unless, of course, it's got all that etching on it like I have, like my carp kettle from Carpy Kettles. It's up to you. If you like it, the square kettle, I mean, I like the look of it, don't get me wrong. Go for it. You know, what's stopping you? If you like it and want to get it, and you're gonna like looking at it when you're fishing and that, get one. Nothing wrong with that. Brian Mills says, best results on the green lip mussel extract are from the full fat version. 100% agree with you, Brian. 100% agree. All that goodness is still in there. What you've got to remember as well with things like green lip mussel, it has a sell by date. It has a use by date. So you want to be using the green lip mussel that's got a high turnover. You don't want to have stuff that's been sitting there a year because it won't be as effective. GWL78 said, did you hear about the fish kill on Spider Hall Lakes in Larkfield? Lost over 80 fish over the last couple of weeks. No, I didn't hear about that. It's terrible when that sort of happens, isn't it? Peter, Leon, when and where are you in Germany next? I should be coming to Germany in July, I think. I should be doing a bit of fishing with Mark Vusen from Pinpoint Hooks. We're going to come for 2 or 3 days, so should be around about the July time. Yeah, Kevin, it's not as easy as that. I've tried it, believe me. I know how to use Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, and I've had people look at it for me as well, and it's very difficult to get, because it's an etching, it's a scan from an actual physical etching. It's quite difficult to do. That's why I need a proper professional who knows what they're doing to have a proper good look at it. Oliver Queen says, gone back to Fox Kettle and Primer Stove from Ridge Monkey Stoves and Kettler's Fox Primer Balls. Exactly the same amount of water, 65. Doesn't surprise me. I would say they all boil more or less the same time to do the same amount of water. That's not the reason why I like it. It's because I'm using a dual one. So I can cook on both. It's more steadier. It's got legs you can adjust. It's just got a few little nice things that so far I like about it. So that's why I got it, because I know you guys are asking for a review on it, to have a closer look at it. So that's why I got it. Whether I'm going to use it or not, more and more, time will tell over the next couple of weeks. Still got my Bullion stove, absolutely love that. Still got my Terra Hiker stove, absolutely love that. So we will see what happens. You know, all 3 of them I would use. Well done, Cartley boy, for having a few. Never played Eurofishing Simulator, Luke? Yeah, Brian, you won't go far wrong with a Bullion stove. Not for that $1 anyway. Wayne Nipmar says, anyone else had their air bomb break yet? Mine broke the 3rd cast. I've heard a couple of these that the old air bombs have been breaking. When you look at it, the force of it, that's got to be so solid, and where it's made in China, some are going to break, some are not. You know, you can't put in how someone's going to cast or how someone's going to pull it back or flick it on the clip, or, you know, it's got to be really well made. Tom Stave says the stoves will all have about the same kilowatts, so cook the same speed. Exactly, Tom. Exactly. Dominic, I love it. So, who is going out this weekend, because it's going to be a lot warmer? Who's going out tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, for a couple of nights? Who's getting out there? Who's going to be their first trip, or their first proper spring trip, should I say? Who's going out there? Put your comments in there. Who's going out? And look at that, AD Delija, world record on Euro Aqua Lake in Hungary, 49 kilo mirror carp. That's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Unfortunately, that place just does not interest me at all to go fish over there at Euro Aqua. Really doesn't interest me. Yeah, lovely big fish, but they're all pale and they're all force-fed, and it's just not my thing. I don't blame anyone for going, don't get me wrong. Each to their own, and no one should tell anyone else where they should fish or what they should fish for. But for me personally, it's not my thing. Yep, Connie Osborne, you won't go far wrong with a Bullion stove. You've cancelled Valley Lake, Sean? Never used the Fox Swim Mapper app, Andy? Good for you, Mark Smith, who's off for 48 hours, first overnight this year. Good luck, mate. David Colton's on his first trip now. Good luck. Hope you bag one. This is the time to be out, guys, this next couple of weeks. Exactly, GWL78. P. Grimmer says, how far do you think you could cast with the air bomb? Don't know. It depends what you fill it up with, doesn't it? Good luck. Gavin Butler's out Saturday for 24-hour in his syndicate. Crazy Blind Carp's going tomorrow until Sunday. Good luck. Matthew Randall's out tomorrow. Maximus Carpus, mate, going to do a 4-nighter on the Warren Fishery in Essex. I know it well, Maximus. Good luck, mate. Jason who says he was doing 12 reps okay with the air bomb. Yeah, that's quite close, though, 12 reps, isn't it? Brian Nash, thank you very much for the £1.99 super chat. Really appreciate it. Fluorocarbon leaders, if mussels or shells in the lake. Yeah, I mean, contrary to popular belief, fluorocarbon is more robust and stronger than normal line. Tom Cummins says, Leon, any tips on spooling new line on his reels? If you look at Spring Vlog 1, you'll see I talk all about spooling up my reels. Also, I've done a review on the GTHD line. If you look on my YouTube channel for that, that talks about how to spool up as well. Check those out. It might be able to help you. Mark Smith said TF Gear had a 40 batch of air bombs they will place if you contact them. There you go. Thanks for that, Mark. Guys, if your air bombs are breaking, get in touch with them. They will place them for you. Cherry Smith says, got 300 quid max for a bivvy. Brolly, any suggestions? Go and have a look at Cyprinus. You've got JRC. They do some good brollies for about that sort of brolly bivvy combination for that sort of money. There's a few out there. Or get a good second-hand one off eBay. Jason Dodd says he's on it now, up north from Clearwater with Jamie Clossy. Give old Jamie, a good old friend of mine, give him a, tell him I said hello. Evening of the Vaping Carp, I hope you're well. Guys, if you don't know the Vaping Carp, big old Tomo, get yourself over to his channel. He's got a brilliant YouTube channel as well. He's just starting out with it. And it's just real fishing, you know, the trials and tribulations of concentrating on a syndicate lake when you know nothing about the lake. Could be Andy Wilkinson, 40 batch, sounds like a poor excuse, but that's what you get for China, isn't it? I'm good, Frank O'Connor. Well done on your PB, Franco, as well. Young, up-and-coming angler there, Franco, who's so keen on carp fishing, just like I used to be when I was his age, and like most of us were back then. He's getting involved with carp fishing. He had a red letter day last week, or last weekend, where he caught his PB. So, well done, mate. Good for you. Ian Fisher's going to the Warren Saturday. Jeff Heath with a really good question. Hi, Leon. What are your thoughts on baiting and baiting up at this time of the year? Well, I tend in spring to go light. I've never done well on putting lots of bait in, but then that's on the slightly more difficult waters. On a runs type water, like linear or, far, well, not far, not runs, that's the wrong word to use. More heavily stocked water, where you got a lot of people on there, I'd start to be using a lot more bait. I'd spot out 20 spoms and fish at least 2 rods on it. The sort of lower stock waters where I'm fishing, a bit more difficult, I'll put a sprayer bait out there. Whereas the winter I've been using singles, I'll still be using pop-ups or a single bottom bait, but I'll be putting out like 10 baits or 7 baits, just a little scattering around each hook bait. Just to see, when they're searching around, they come across it. But what I will do is I'll make those hook baits and those free offerings a lot more attractive. I.e., because the water temperature's up at 10 degrees and above, when I start putting a bit more bait in, I'll be giving them a little glug of like salmon oil or beta stim or hydrolyzed liver, liquid, or hemp oil. Give them a little, not glug the nuts out of them, give them a little coating, let them suck it in. Then I'll be giving them a mix of like hydrolyzed liver powder and green lip mussel powder. A little mix of that together, or you can use Belican powder, you can use anything like that, or just plain fish meal, or anything like that you can use just to make them suck it in 24 hours before I go fishing, and there'd be my freebies and my hook baits. I've always done well like that. If you look at last spring, that's what I was doing. I was pimping up. I like to call it pimping up my hook baits and my freebies. That's the one, Andy Wilson. More prolific waters. I bet you can't manage the carp. I can't wait for this 3-day session. Carp Roll says, hi Leon, your feed is lagging like watching 70s dub film. Unfortunately, I've got such a lot running on this computer at the moment, trying to back up things and all that, that you may have a little bit of lagging. Plus, I think they're probably watching Sky or something downstairs through the Wi-Fi. So, I apologise if you're getting a little bit of lag. Casimir Camelite says he bought the Manhart mug after watching a review on it in your vlog. Excellent bit of kit. Thanks for reviews you do. No, it's a pleasure. You know, it's a nice bit of kit that. I may be doing something with them in the future to do a black chicken one. So watch out for that in the future. That may be, you know, they contacted me after seeing my review. And they was like, oh, thank you very much for that. Lovely, blah, blah, blah. Would you like to do something? So in the future, we may be bringing out, I'm just going to try and get them to do a black one with a black chicken on it. Or no, it's going to be black chicken, I think. Well, we'll see. See how much it's going to cost me first. We'll see what we can do. Oh, it might be just your internet connection that's lagging then. There's a lot of the other guys saying they're not lagging. So what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer to put a lot of bait in the spring? Or have you had more joy fishing singles or a scattering of bait like myself? Or more not as well stocked waters? What's your thoughts on it, you know? Come here. Little prodigy becoming fisherman in the summer. Andy Wilkinson says he's got a titanium mug but burns your lips when you drink from it. Yep, with that Manhart mug you've got to let it cool down. The trick is, what I do is I make a cup of tea in it. If I'm doing lots of things, leave it on the side, fill it right up, you get about 3 cups and it'll last you for hours. Just have a few little sips, turn over a couple of rigs, a few more sips. You've got a constant flow of tea, which is lovely. Yeah, Wayne C. So depends on the venue. Couldn't agree more with you. Stephen O'Donnell says, hey Leon, I work for Virtue Beds Engine. Let me know if your mates rate super fast. Stephen, I've got the fastest, super fastest BT, all expensive, spared Wi-Fi connection you could get. Believe me, I'll pay a fortune for it. But thank you very much for the offer. Charles Taylor says, fish for a bite at a time, more bites equals more bait. Couldn't agree more. Definitely. You alright? Yeah. Yeah, they're downstairs, isn't they? Or they're here? There you go. The little monster. Want to get in on the action, bless him. Luke Nozer says, have 3 or 4 days next week for some fishing. What venue would you recommend? Depends where you live, Luke. Tell us where you live, and the guys might be able to give you some information. Even MJ Murr. Chris Lowe said, a big bed of bait with a snowman over the top broke his blanking spree back at the weekend. Well done, Chris. Good for you, mate. Mark Creswell says, hi Leon, would you use a multi-rig for pop-ups over a stiff hinged anytime? No, not anytime. I love both of them rigs, but I use a multi-rig when it's a little bit more choddy or a little bit more weedy, or it's a weedy lake and I'm fishing little spots in amongst the weed. In stiffy, I like to fish if I know I've got a really flat surface or a really clean bottom and it's a weedy lake. If it's not weedy at all, then I'll fish bottom baits without a doubt on a stiff D-rig. Exactly, Colin Osborne. Little and often, depends on the action, not there to feed them. Exactly. I want to catch them, not feed them. Brian Silver says you can't beat a normal China cup. Ceramic. I know what you mean with the China. That's a bit upmarket for me, Brian. Luke Nozza says, Swindon area, happy to travel anywhere. Linear fisheries. You're going to get a bite down there. It's starting to fish from by what they tell me. Farlows, but that gets really, really busy. Yes, Luke, that's my son. How about some Carp Dog merc? Nigel Roberts says, we have got some. We've got the Carp Dog cups, T-shirts, hoodies. There's lots of Carp Dog stuff in the shop. LeonCarpenter.com. Go and check it out, as well as these T-shirts. Dean Willard says, need a new catapult, thinking ESP, any recommendations? My catapult is about 10 years old. It's the original Fox with, you know, the hand guard. The original Fox one with a hand guard. I had to keep replacing the elastics and everything else on it. But I am looking for a decent catapult as well. So, guys, if you're a catapult man like myself, what are your recommendations for a good catapult? Yep, Colin Osborne, all here, little Frank on the scene. Dominic Carter says, Enamel Cup, we won wars with it. I love your style, Dominic, I really do. No worry, Luke Nozza. Yeah, check out Linear Fisheries. Or, down the road, you've got Willow Lake, which is on the Christchurch complex. It's only about 20 minutes down the road from there. That's a good one for a bite as well. Charles Taylor, is linear flooding in some parts? Could well be. Could well be. ESP Megapole, ESP Cat all the way, the guys are saying. Mark Beaver says, Leon, your most used hook pattern. Last few years, I must admit, it has been the chod type pattern with the outturned eye. Atomic Tackle, best pole, Dread and Boilie pole, Power Guard, it's what I've got. ESP, Kevin Million says, ESP Catapult. Got a Signet one with red elastic, he's had it years, Michael Everington. Evening Dan Simpson. Monster X should be coming up on the website in the next week or two, Dom. ESP Boilie Pulp for you, GW78. What, blimey, it seems that everyone reckons the ESP Catapult. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to check them out, I think. Atomic Catapult's good. Daryl Flint says he's found the Calder catapults to be quite, robust. Nigel Roberts says, how about a T-shirt with a carp dog with a famous steak in its mouth? Would you guys buy it? I'll have to see what I can do. UK Carp says, anyone watching the Big Fish Off? Is the Big Fish Off any good tonight? Never Fish Grenville's in Brampton, Raymond. ESP and Calder, John No Carp Wallace, thanks for that. Guru Megapole. I rate this catapult very highly. Chris Lowy Low. I have to have a look at that, the Guru Megapole. Not one I've heard of before, because it's a match fishing company, isn't it, Guru? Owned by Calder, of course, but Andy Wilson, ESP Catty. Vape Me Carp says, who needs a catapult? Throw it. No problem, Jeff Heath. Thanks for popping in tonight. Rich Daniel says, what's the best green lip muscle powder? The full fat one is the best one. Check out the one that SSP Baits do. I can vouch for that one. It's the one I use. David Jones, ESP, very good groupings. We'll have to see if I can get the old Steak Burglar t-shirt done then. If he's eating a black chicken, he'd buy it. Yep, Charles Taylor says, South Cerney Angling Club is worth joining. In Swindon, you can join on the bank as long as you've got a photo with you. I think they still operate this way of joining. There you go, a bit more advice for you. Signet Catapult spot on, Colin Osborne says. Nippot Carper says, big fish off, waste of TV space. Oh, I've never seen it. The reason I've never actually seen it is because so many people say to me, what a load of rubbish. Maybe I should have a look at it, see if I like it or not. But it's funny, a load of your mates are going, no, rubbish, and then you just don't bother watching it, do you? John Lader says, Fox swinghead with a Drennan feeder pulp pouch. Mark Beaver says, a good catapults are the Guru, but elastic don't last as long as ESP. ESP all day. Bloody hell, we've got so many thumbs up for the ESP catapult. I'm definitely gonna have to look into one of them. I had one many years ago, and yeah, it was good. I remember it being really good. Andy Wilkinson says, ever wonder what a black chicken tastes like? Not really, Andy, no. William O'Neill says it's a sellout in here. David E. Talk, good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. I would like it. Only takes one bite, hoodie, but just going across the shoulder. Minimalistic but class. Oh, just sort of across there. It only takes one bite. Just how about just there? How about just like a black chicken symbol, or it only takes one bite holding the fish or something. Just like, you know, like you get with the, just have like the little logo there, rather than have it splashed right the way across. How about just having it there? I might look into that, actually. I've been thinking about that, David, for a while, doing something a little bit understated. I'm not sure about all over the shoulders and all. That's not really my type of thing. Andy Heseltine says, Ali is a bit cringy. Dean Macy's okay, though. Evening, Graham the Dodge Green. Hope you're well. The Vaping Carp says he's living a good life. He's got Leon on the phone and the darts on the telly. Good for you, mate. Kieran Malt says never got on with the ESP Catty. Fox one with braid is good. Yeah, I must admit, agree, Dominic. I'll look into that, David, and I hope you're well, mate, as well, and the family. That little one that I saw at the Northern Angling show. Like a branding, Jason, just like, you know, like a black chicken or, you know, something like that or whatever, but not loads of writing everywhere. We'll see. Polo shirts, I've looked into those. The companies that I deal with, they don't do the polo shirts, unfortunately, Stephen. I'd love a polo shirt. Mark Anthony says, Tackle Den, South Cherney, you can purchase all club ticket waters plus Bradley's. Just need a photo. Thanks for the tip there, Mark. Daniel Mason says, have the logo on back right, should like the North Face. They look smart like that. Just sort of there, sort of just there. Yeah, that could be. Really Stitch says, are you sharpening your hooks like Mr. Pinpoint? Just asking, was you're going to meet him? Yes, I used and have used for many years the sharpened pinpoint hooks that Mark does. Recently, I've been using the Nash Pinpoint unsharpened ones, which I'm very impressed with because they're sharp, proper sharp, straight out of the packet. Not as sharp as a hand sharpened, and they never will be. But they're, you know, both of them are good and got their place, I think. Anthony Mace says, hi Leon, you fishing the ponds in North Yorkshire near Hull. I fished Willow a couple of times many years ago. Evening, Bank Boy Stevens. Bob Penfold, evening. Evening, Clint, you old dog, you. On the bank, mate. Bring on the big girls, yeah. Good luck, Clint. May see you Sunday morning if I can get down. Simon Wall says, when you're doing boxer shorts with steak burger on the front. Avid Catapult, very accurate, Mike Housley says. Crazy Blind Carper says, Dean Macy is a great guy. I went to the Commonwealth Games with him. Yeah, I've spoke to Dean a few times. Really nice, down-to-earth guy. Dominic Carter, black chicken boxers understated? No, they wouldn't be understated, would they? Wayne C, crayfish on a t-shirt, rig burglar. Yeah, that could work, couldn't it? Peter Stavzewski says, what braid can you recommend for spotting? What do you reckon, guys? I know which one I would use, but I can't remember it, so I can't tell you. But it will be the same as what you reckon. I would say I will put money on it. It'd be the same braid spotting line that I can't remember that all you guys will say anyway. What do you recommend, guys? Come on. Nick Minter says, when you're doing the blog on Wells, that's coming in the future. So many things to do, but it's a very important subject, and I will be touching on it at some point over the next couple of blogs, hopefully. Thanks for reminding me. Rich Daniel says, what are your whiplash? That's it. Whiplash, that is what, Dom, you save me every time. Whiplash is what I use. What you've used on the Ronnie Rig pros and cons, Rich Daniels. Ronnie Rig is a great rig. For me, there's too much metal going on. There's too much going on there. Doesn't mean it's not a good rig, because it's caught thousands of carp, doesn't it? But it's not for me. But it is a good rig, so, you know, use it, find out for yourself. Berkeley Whiplash, yeah, guys, that's what I use. Mark Beaver says, Leo, never use chickpeas. I've got 20 tins upstairs. Might give them a go. Definitely give them a go. And you know the reason why, Mark, is because no one else uses them. And they are a classic old school bait that I know people recently have taken waters apart because no one else is using them. They've had the nerve to use them and they've caught loads of fish on them. But give them a go. Power braid's very good as Roberta Flack. I've used that in the past as well. That's a very good braid. David Prentice says Shimano Kariki Mangos braid. Never heard of that one. I've never fished for cats, Gary, but I've caught a few over the years. Brian Silver says, Leon, are you going to do a live vlog from the lake in France? I'm going to try, Brian. I'm going to try and do a live vlog from the lake in France. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a vlog of every day. So it'll be 7 days or 6 days vlogging. And then when I get back, I'll be releasing each day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, for the whole week, a couple of weeks after I get back. So it won't be every week. I'll be doing every day for those 6 or 7 days. So you can follow me through the 7 days of leaving England, getting over there, you know, how we're doing on that day, what we're changing, stalking. So it'd be a whole week of madness in France, or blanking my arse off, you know, in that 1 week when I get back and edit it all. So I hope you're going to like that. Wayne Nipper, maples and tears are very good as well. Mix them with your chickpeas, you can't go wrong. So how many of you guys also, I've got a question for you. First of all, who remembers Christon before it was quite literally messed up when Tasker took it over? Who remembers like the snake skin, the original snake skin, brilliant. You got the mantis as well, you got the Merlin, you know, you've got the bogey, you've got all them really good products. Who remembers them and who used to use them? Now, Paul Morris says, looking forward to the French vlog already. I'm looking forward to doing it because we're going to do 7 days. And then when I come back, every day I'm going to release a vlog for a week. Gary Brown says, where do you get your groats from? I get them from TJW Titmus or CC Moore. I've got my groats from most recently. Really good quality. Hinder's another place you can get them. Check out CC Moore. Their groats are very, very good. Multi-strand, yeah, Mark Wozencroft. Merlin, still got some. John Copno was. Christon is the nuts. Love the Supernova. Christon Putty is the best putty out there, isn't it, baby Carper? I love Christ. Snake bite, great hook link. Mick Clark says. Yep, still use a lot of them. Snake bite and gold. Also Mantis. Merlin. Mantis was the best hook link ever. Still got some. Kevin Miller. Siltworm was my first braided hook link, same as me. It was the first one I ever used. Merlin, Carper rolls. Still use the original Supernova from Christon. Yeah, Mantis Gold. Christon braids. Original Christon braids. Hope you got a good stock of them, Brian. Yeah, it was very good. It's still using snake skin. Supernova snake skin. What's a good sinking mono? Does it cast okay? A good sinking mono, apart from fluorocarbon, is, I would say, ESP Synchro, and Gardner GTHD. Both of them will take a trip before they start sinking properly. Yeah, the putty, the cross and putty is the best out there, isn't it? Matthew Randall says he uses snake bite for when he's catting. Lee Guy says, Rich Monkey Stove verdict, mate. At the moment, good. First initial impressions, I've only used it for one session. Liked it. It's good. I like the legs and everything else. Watch Monday's vlog. I'll give a bit more in-depth about it. Christ and Ambio. Yeah, what was that, Bob? What was the Christ and Ambio? Snake bite, Dermot Healy, Cole Gilbert. Best was the multi-strand, Paul White, yeah. Good luck, Greg. Mark Smith says he used the instructions free with Christ and hook links to learn knots back in the day. That's a good point, isn't it? Steak Burglar, Sean McGuinn. Mantis is a great hook link. I've got about 4 spools of Merlin and Supernova in Vertus Strange, Brian. I remember Kesmark Oxyplice. I do remember that. Sublime's pretty good. Scott Brooks says apparently there's some manufacturing issues with the dot. Contact the manufacturer. I don't think it's the dot. I think it's the TG Spon. What's the multi-strand? Clinique was the original, wasn't it? Clinique. Yeah, budget sinking line. The Gardner Pro Light. I've used that one before. Mark Beaver says he struggles to find Mantis now. I have so much confidence in it. Stealth Skin, Kevin Miller. Multi-Mina PPC Ambio. That was it, yeah. Multi-Mina PPC. Thanks, Brian. Silkworm was Colin's first braid. I think it was most of us, wasn't it? Chryson was the first. They really were. Apart from, you know, you had... what was that other black sort of, not braid, hook link I used to use some bloody hell 35 years ago. Can't remember the bloody name of it. It was like cotton, it was. But apart from that being the first one, all the Christon products, the Merlin, the snake bites, the multi-strand, all that was just like what we all learned our fishing on, us older guys, isn't it? Gary Brown says, can you do a vlog on knots that you use, please? I'll be doing all that, hopefully, in the French vlogs. I'll be trying to put as much as I can in those French vlogs, or beforehand. What is the? I mean, I've heard the snide main line that Chryson used to do. What do you think of it, guys? Who's used it? What do you think of it? Because I noticed there's someone saying it's good. Dacron, that's it. Dacron, black Dacron, that's it, guys. As you get older, your mind goes, when you're seeing everything going round, you're trying to answer so many questions. You've company rescue as usual, guys. Thank you. Stevie Nicks, hang on, let me just see that one. Just go back onto here. Let's have a look. Stevie Nicks said something. I'm just trying to find it. Have a look. Sorry, I'm going back through the messages. I noticed someone said something. It's going so bloody quickly. Oh, I can't see it now. Can't see it now. Came up and I missed it. Missed the bloody. I missed it. ESP Tungsten. See you later, Paul White. Oh, missed it. I missed the bloody. Sorry, I missed one of the messages and I can't find it again now. Carp says, got Rich Monkey Stove, had a while, can't fall. Drenham Dacron, yep, thank you very much. Was it Drenham Dacron? Yeah, I think it probably was, wasn't it? Andy Wilkes said, not used snide. Christ tonight was okay. Still got a spool in his box, Marty says. Yeah, everything else goes as well, Mark, I tell you. Yeah. Dacron was the Gardner stable, I think. I can't remember who it was. Andy Heston says, just heard a fish jump, whacked about in it. Good luck, Andy. Yeah, SBS. I caught my first £20 carp from Hainault Forest, £23.6 on SBS strawberry jam home rolled boilie when I was a teenager. How long ago that was? Brian Mills says, you speak for yourself now. I can remember back in the day, but not last year. I know, it's the things are getting old, isn't it, Brian? And who remembers Hors de Leon hooks? Hors de Leon hooks. That's what I used to use as well. Christ for Snyder's pucker. Still got some dacron and octopus hook link. No problem, Stevie Nixon. There we go, Stevie Nixon. Any difference in quality since Christ was sold? I haven't used their product since. I'll tell you what, I believe when they sold it to the T&G group, whoever it was, the quality of it went right downhill. But since Tasker went bust, Christon has gone back to the original, and they're quite possibly maybe bringing it back with the quality back to what it was. So fingers crossed, it'll go that way and get back to the quality that we all remember. Andrew Ho said, do you fish across the road from Hainault? I fished Hainault Forest. I didn't fish across the road, but I fished Hainault. I caught my first 20 from there. Oh, James Thurston, the Shima and Partridge when I was growing up, folks. Yeah, remember those. Richworth Plum Royal, Spade M1s, Kevin Miller. Yeah, I remember. During the war, Simon Walt. I love it. During the war. Brian Mills said he started with all Leon Dior hooks. Yep, so did I. Kevin Maddox hook. Can't remember the name of the lake. Andrew Hosier. Yeah, I think they're still trading with some of the stock they've got. But they're in receivership. So beware buying anything. Because you've got no comeback to take it back to, have you? Dominic. Drenham Continental hooks, yeah. Which went on to be the ESP stiff riggers. The Drenham Continental, the ESP stiff riggers, Mark 1s, were based on the Drenham Continentals. Christon, as far as I'm aware, Desi Ball, because they were bought by Tasker, who have ceased trading, have gone into receivership. It's been bought by another company who's going to bring all the quality back and everything else. That's what I've been told on the grapevine. I have fished with Terry quite a lot, Cav. Yeah, I remember the Black Ashimas as well. What else was there we used to use years ago, apart from monkey climbers and bits of aquarium plastic with putting your isotope in there and putting it around your line, and SS6s or SS3 rods from Northwestern, and you know, the old original Heron Biter, bloody hell, loads of things like that, wasn't it? I used to go to Bates 78 and make up saying they had a mix called Black Magic, which I used to make. Never caught a bloody thing on it, mind you. Here you go, Steve Towns said, Dacrum's Defo Gardner, thanks. Continental even, Andy, yep. Cool, that was a long time, Wayne C, wasn't it? Blackjack, Hill, size 10. Kamasan B175, not Adrenal Dacron all the time. I still use the B175s now. Star Points, I remember those as well. Bloody hell, I think I had my first 30 on them. Bloody hell, in the 80s, God. Foam in the butt rings, yeah, that sounds wrong now, doesn't it, Bob? But it sounded good at the time. Partridge hooks, coffin leads. Oh, solid plastic anti-tangle tubes. Washing up liquid tops, wax jackets. All right, Uncle Albert. Simon Ward. AVA alarms, I remember them as well. God, I remember seeing over Hainault the first bloody Delkin conversion. Because the guys used to fish over there. Davey Nixon said, must have been hard getting night shots with candlelight. David McBride said, hi Leon, do you use tigers? And if so, how do you prepare them from dry state to full-blown nut? Now, normally, I must be honest, I just buy them. the Dynamite ones or the CC Moore ones. I just bloody buy them. But soak them for 24 hours, and boil them for 45 minutes to an hour. Put them in a tub, leave them for a week. Yeah, perfect ones. Tommy B, welcome, mate. I hope you're well. Thanks for the £2 super chat. Rig for deep seal on tubing only lake, please. Right. I would use it on a line clip. I would personally, for deep seal, I would use long braided or nylon hook links of about 12 to 16 inches long with either a wafter or a slow sinking pop-up or a balanced bottom bait. That's what I would do on a long hair. And just cast it. I used to use 2 and 3 foot hook links on silty lakes and catch plenty of fish. So don't be sort of worried that, oh, it's not 8 inches long. It's bloody, I'm using a foot or 12 inch or 8 inch hook link. Oh, it's no good. I won't get a bite. Well, you will, because I've done it. And loads of people who have. So if you're fishing a deep silt lake, use a bait which is a little bit, if the silt's a little bit smelly or not too bad, use a slow sinking one and a fish meal or whatever. But use it so slow sinking pop up, wafter or slow sinking bottom bait, like you put a bit of cork in it or a bit of foam in it. Long hair of about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, B175 or something like that on a braided hook link, no tubing, no shrink tube, nothing. Just use it like that. I'll tell you what, a couple of bits of putty along it, or you don't even have to bother. Bang that out there, feel it down, job done. Mitchell 3000, Mitchell matches. Remember the Mitchell matches? I used to use those as well. Ghetto blaster alarms, bloody hell. No problem, David. Hessian sacks, shocking what we used to go back there. I remember Hessian sacks for sacking fish and weighing fish, bloody hell. Terry Eustace Gold Label, yeah, I mean, they had some good products, didn't they, Dom? No problem, Daniel. Bamford's alarms, yeah. Tricast rods. Started on Connaught Walters, North Chink for the River Lee. Bloody hell, Graham. I started on Wanstead Lake, on the boating lake, and on where's the one where the court is? Snaresbrook. I fished there as well, near Leytonstone, Leighton. Bloody hell, won't fish there now. You get stabbed or shot. Try that, Tommy B. Mate, try that. Honestly, you'll be surprised. Mitchell match with a terrible bail arm, Gary. Yep, you got it. Beach windbreak around the brolly, yeah. Lafuma bed chairs, remember those? Lafuma bed chairs. Your little Bennett's of Sheffield box that you saved up for and used to pay £1 a month off. Oh, God, it's all coming back, isn't it? Those were the good days. T-shirt, Stevie, you can get off my website, leoncarper.com. And the mugs. And a whole host of hoodies. Everything on there. Northwestern SSCs, Coniflex glass rods, Dowsense, Heron, bloody hell. You get stabbed if you're lucky, Daniel. Yeah, I know. I used to live around that way. Have we got Gardner pop-up bivvy? Bloody hell. Lafuma bed chair. Oh. Charles Taylor said he's still got 2 Northwestern blanks. Jack Hilton carp rods. FG goes seat box. Bloody hell. Maximum of hook links. Yep. Mark Beavers. Yep. Still use that now very occasionally. Chris Lowe, no, I'm not that old, Chris. 2 pence on the reel and a biscuit tin underneath. Now that is pushing it, isn't it? That's pushing it quite a bit. Mitchell, Avocets, Dominic, yeah, bloody hell. Gary Brown says, oh, SSP having any more good deals on bait? Just had the pop-up deal. Yes, Gary, from what I've been told, there's a load of new deals coming out soon on the new Monster X and on like your powders and your liquids. They're going to be doing a lot of little bundles and little things like that. So as soon as I get to hear about them, as soon as they go up, I'll let you guys know. And if you're a team member, if you get accepted as a team member, you get some really good deals anyway. So check out SSP. Some good stuff there. I've had a little bit of input into the bait, especially the Monster X. Matrix Monkey Climbers, Bite Vipers. He used to sleep in a bale of hay, Michael did. Cardinal 55s, Wolverine. One Cardinal 50. Do you know what? I wanted a set of Cardinal 55 so badly with that clutch that, like that, I couldn't afford them. I wanted them so badly. Yeah, the session packs are good, William O'Neill. Little hello to Isla. She always watches over your shoulder, Mike Quinn. Zip Leads, Kevin Miller, yeah. God, we are spoiled for fishing gear because fishing is used, exactly, Tommy. Exactly, Tommy. We don't know how lucky we had it, do we, back then? Dominic Carter, so welcome to my channel. Reminiscing as a carp angler. Kids don't know who they've got it now. We have to start that, won't we? Andy Little Rods and Reel. Bloody hell, it sounds like we just spent the last half an hour talking about the good old days, Uncle Albert and all that, isn't it? Well, guys, it's an hour up, more or less. 59 minutes. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Right, guys, don't forget, support the channel if that's your thing. You can get all the clobber, all the merchandise, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, mugs, whatever at leoncarpdog.com. Sunday night we will be back at a normal spot. Sunday night live Q&A, maybe from the bank this Sunday, not too sure. Don't forget, this Monday as well, got a new vlog coming out, so watch that. If you haven't already subscribed, you're watching this on Facebook or you're watching it on YouTube, get yourself over, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd much appreciate it. Hit that bell notification icon as well. Make sure you do that because that's really important, because then you'll get notified every time we go live or every time I release one of my vlogs or instructional how-to videos. Right, guys, get back to your Thursday evening. If you're out the weekend, enjoy the spring weather. I hope you catch them because it's all going to be happening soon. Hopefully next week I'll catch one. See you Sunday for the live Q&A, 8 PM as usual. Have a good weekend, guys, and I hope you catch some good fish. Speak to you soon.